What's up, crew? It's Chris from CloverTac. Welcome back to the channel. And today I've got a couple of pair of brand new Hunter's HD Gold iPro on a couple of crash test dummies, and we're going to try to break that iPro today. Before we get out to the range, before we get off into the weeds on any of this, there are some caveats, a little bit of discussion we've got to have. First of all, I'm a big fan, as you know, of Hunter's HD Gold iPro. I've got my everyday wear pair. I've got a range pair. I've got a utility pair that I use for, yard work, woodwork, and things like that. And Hunter's HD Gold iPro is ANSI safety rated. Now, the testing that they go through to get that rating is not even remotely like the things we're going to be doing today. Today, we're going to be pushing the ragged edge, overly exaggerated situations. Again, we're going to try to break this iPro. And you may wonder, well, why are we going to do that? Well, I can think of three reasons, quite honestly. Number one is to illustrate the overwhelming need requirement for iPro when you're out on the range, shooting sports style environment. Number two, being a big fan of Hunter's HD Gold iPro, I want to see how well they'll hold up even in the most extreme situations. And then, of course, the third, hopefully we can just have a little fun with it. So with that said and out of the way, I'm going to load up quite a few different handguns, maybe even a few other surprises. I'm going to cart all that out to the range, and I'll meet you there. Here we are on the range, and we're about 10 yards back from the berm. Now, downrange at the berm, way closer than anything needs to be, honestly, to steel targets. We've got Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Our crash dummies are down there, but that's kind of the whole point, is to exaggerate this test just a little bit. We definitely want to try to get some splashback onto those glasses and just see what happens. So I got several handguns over here on the table. Going to start out with 22, work our way up. So let's do it. Let's start things out with my Browning Buckmark here in 22. Now, I didn't mention earlier, but in between swapping handguns, we'll go down range and we'll take a look at the twins, and we'll see if there's any damage to those glasses. But yeah, here we go. I think just for good measure, going to load up one more magazine of 22 before we go down range. So let's do that right now. 10 more rounds of 22 through the Buckmark. Here we go. All right, let's go down range and we will take a look at the glasses and see what we can find out. All right, here we are downrange, taking a look at Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I don't see any damage done by the 22 long rifle. We'll switch over to another handgun, and maybe eventually we will get some flashback onto these dummies. Stepping up a notch or two now with the Grisan MC14T in 380. This is a tip-up barrel, but I'm not going to tip the barrel up. Let's put some rounds down, see what happens. Here we go. All right, time to go take a look. And here are the twins, the dummies. I don't see any marks at all on the glasses, so looks like we're not quite getting the splashback that I thought we would. There's definitely some little pieces on the ground here, so we'll just keep on going and up the calibers, try some different handguns, see if we can eventually make something happen. All right, got a little treat for you guys out there on this one. A first look at the Grisan Witness 2311 in 9mm. Let's put a few down. See if we can mess up some iPro. What do you think? Here we go. All right, let's load up one more magazine and just give us a little better odds of something happening when we go down the range to take a look. One more time here with the Witness 2311. Man, that slide rack smooth. Here we go. All right, that was a lot of 9mm. Not seeing any hits on the glasses, on the frame. We may get these on the table here in a minute and take a closer look. We did get some splattered up on the cap here. So that definitely tells you things are coming back. But yeah, I don't see any damage. Looks like there might be a spot actually on one of them's head right here. Maybe even right in here too. So heck, maybe over here. It would not be the CloverTac channel without some good old revolver action. My Smith & Wesson Model 10 in 38 Special. Here we go. And I say, let's load that cylinder up one more time and go another round. One more time with the Model 10. Here we go. All right, let's go see what happened. Downrange with the dummies, we're definitely getting stuff coming back. Just either nothing is hitting the glasses, or when it is, the glasses are so darn good, it's not scratching them. Again, we'll get on the bench and take a closer look here in a minute. I am seeing over here a pretty bad scar on the cheek. We got some pretty bad spots in some unprotected areas. This is, again, why safety gear is so important. But yeah, let's crank it up another notch or two and keep going. This one right here, also a bit of a sneak preview. It's the P40 10mm from Grand Power. And see what the 10mm can make happen. Definitely makes the target swing. You know, with the 10mm, I think we'll load it up one more time before we go down range and check things. What do you think? All right, one more time with the Grand Power P40 10mm. Let's go check on Tweedledee and Tweedledum. All right, Tweedledee and Tweedledum here, checking on them. Our crash test dummies. Still don't see any scratches or anything on the glasses. You definitely see they're getting dirty from all the dirt getting kicked up. There's definite remnants of lead and other stuff on the ground. This over here is a piece of dirt. Nothing to be concerned with too much there. We will keep going. Now we're up to 2 World Wars, 45 ACP in the Llama 1911 this year, the Llama Max. Here we go. If I can hit the target. There we go. I say we load up another mag and go again. One more here with the 45 ACP. Let's go check on the twins. Pretty interesting with that 45 ACP. We got the cinder block was shooting, and I've seen some dust. So we were really close to getting onto the glasses potentially with something there, but it didn't happen. I don't see any scratches or anything, but that's okay. As far as this particular part of the test, I got one more trick up my sleeve, so let's go make it happen. That's going to be interesting to get those glasses, over on the table and really inspect them here in a minute. But so far, I don't see any signs of any of the splashback, anything really getting on those glasses. So we're going to crank this thing seriously up to 11. Yieldy's over under 12 gauge here with some birdshot. We're going to put a few of these down, see if we can get some of those birdshot pellets coming back onto those glasses. Maybe, I don't know. But we're certainly going to try to see. Hopefully I don't shoot the twins, this being a shotgun, but let's see what happens. Here we go. Let's load up two more, and we'll try that a couple more times, I think. Let's go two more times with the 12 gauge over under. Doesn't look like I'm getting the twins, so that's a good thing. Hopefully we're getting some shot down on them. Two more. All right, let's go check on Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Now you can definitely tell with the bird shot. Probably should have done that first, but we did get some definite bird shot on the lenses as well as the frames on these. But you can see everything's still intact, and everything is still solid. I've moved Tweedledee and Tweedledum up. They're only about 5 yards away now. We're going to do some direct hit with the BB gun. This is a CO2 powered, and yes, I got a brand new CO2 cartridge in here. CO2 powered BB revolver, the Rhode from Umarex. Gonna see if we can do a direct hit on the lenses with this thing. Definitely got a direct hit because we popped the lens out. So let's go check that out. Here we are downrange, and you can see we did pop the entire lens out here. 5 yards, direct hit from a BB. Yeah, that's going to be exaggerated. So honestly, I'm not surprised by what happened there. As far as any kind of other damage, I really don't see anything else. So we'll put these back against the berm. Got one more test I want to try out. Again, sort of like this one, very, very exaggerated. I don't feel like they're going to pass, but we'll see. Since the glasses seem to do so well with the bird shot ricocheting off of the steel, I've got them down there 50 yards. We're going to load up. We're going to shoot directly at them from 50 yards. Now, understand this is super exaggerated. Unless you're bird hunting with Dick Cheney, you're never going to be in this type of a situation. A lot of things have gone very, very wrong if you are. And I would not be surprised. I'm not going to be surprised if we get failures because, again, this is unreasonable. Very exaggerated. But we'll put 4 rounds down that way and see what happens. Here we go. Blew his cap off, that's for sure. And we'll go check them out here in a second. 2 more rounds of the most unreasonable eye pro testing we could possibly do. Here we go. Other than blowing a hat off down there, I don't see a whole lot that has went wrong. Let's go down range and once again check on the twins. Oh snap, here we are downrange, and remember we were already missing the lens, but we got a crack here. Definitely the frames have taken some beating. Blew that one's cap clean off. We've got a busted spot here. Did cracked out in a couple of spots over here, but held up pretty well, I think, considering how overly exaggerated, over the top that testing was. A direct bird shot, 4 of them actually, from 50 yards out. Come on. I mean, come on. The shape that they're in, especially this pair. Back inside now, and there's some things we need to unpack. Before we do that, though, I want to say that I am pretty impressed at everything we had to throw at these pair of Hunter's HD Gold iPro in order to see significant failure. I'd like to know what you think, though, so be sure to drop those comments, of course, down below. Now, like we talked about at the top of the video, what you just witnessed has nothing to do with the Hunter's HD Gold and the safety rating. Hunter's HD Gold goes through a very rigorous, methodical process for that rating. And so I think you should definitely differentiate between the ANSI testing and, extreme, hey, some YouTubers trying to break this product. There is a huge difference there. Another thing that I think is really important to keep in mind within the context of what you've seen in this video is that just like some type of armor, or maybe even bending a paper clip back and forth, I mean, this can apply to a lot of things, but once you get damage to something, it is typically easier to damage that said something, right? And we put a lot of ricochet shotgun bird shot onto those with the steel, and then of course you had the BB gun, and then you had the compounding, the 50-yard shots with the bird shot as well. So, I think that has something to do with it. As far as losing the lens with that BB gun, I think that was one of those cases. Previous damage being made, I think probably with the shotgun shells on the steel targets. I think maybe what happened there is that you could see in the footage that we had of those, there was a lot of that shot that got into the frame. And odds are one of those probably got chipped, the frame did, and that BB hit in just the right spot to pop that lens out. Now, I still haven't found the lens. It's out there on the range somewhere. I've seen no fragments. I've got no reason to believe that the lens shattered or broke. I think it simply popped out because there was previous frame damage. So just wanted to sort of mention that. Now that we've covered some of the eye pro that I enjoy, you might want to check out this video on the ear pro that I enjoy. As for this one, though, we're done. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And until next time, don't forget to chain fire freedom. Bye.